What's up, y'all? Brandon with BC Talks here, and today I have another mail call of packages that I do not remember what is in them. Y'all know if you're a comic book collector, and then it goes doubly if you're a procrastinator like me. You buy stuff on eBay or whatnot, and then you get the packages, you kind of let them sit in the corner, and you say, oh, I'll get to bagging and boarding those later. And then later it turns into weeks, and weeks turn into months, and in some cases, the months go on to maybe the next year. If you're an ultra procrastinator and then you're like, I have all these whatnot packages that I have not gone through and bagged and boarded catalog, so we're gonna do that today. But I have this eBay package which is actually not that old, just a couple, maybe 2 or 3 months old. But these whatnot packages are literally from last year. I'm pretty sure we'll open them up and find out. But we're gonna have a fun video, discovering what these books are together. So let's go over everything that I got in today's video. Before we get started, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for more comic book and pop culture talk. And make sure you shoot me a follow on Whatnot. I'm a verified seller on there. And if you use my link down in the description, you'll save $10 off your first purchase if it's your first time signing up. Now, if you're not familiar with Whatnot, it's basically an online live auctioning platform where you can buy all sorts of collectibles, not just comic books, but any kind of collectible. And the link in the description, the $10 off, doesn't just have to be comic books. It can be with anybody on Whatnot and not just me. But I am planning on finally, after many, many, many months and procrastinating, doing a live sale show on Whatnot sometime later this week. It's either going to be Friday or on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. So make sure that you shoot me a follow. And if you're into comic books, save that $10 off, so you can use it to buy some other awesome books you've seen on the channel the past few weeks and months. Once I get all those together, I will be posting a lot of them, not all of them, obviously, because a lot of them are going to my collection, but a lot of them you'll see on the show. And make sure you shoot me a follow on Instagram and Twitter, as well as I will be posting the final date for the live sale on there as well. So shoot me a follow on Whatnot, Instagram, and Twitter if you're interested in buying some of the comic books you've seen on the channel the past few months. All right, so this first eBay package that I have is actually related to some books that I got in a haul that I posted a couple months ago, which I'll put a link to that video up here. It was a lot of books that I got from Dad Show 47 on eBay. They were posting, I guess, books from their father's collection on eBay, and they were posting them for great prices. There was a lot of books that I missed out on that I really wish I could have gotten, but they were posting them for great prices, and I got a lot from them, and they did combined shipping. I mentioned that in the video, so I got one lot from them, and then a couple weeks later, I got another lot from them, and this is that couple weeks later lot. So, like I said, I've been sitting on these for a couple months now. But this first book is, which I actually got this one for $1, which is a great deal. This is Web of Spider-Man #1.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Or not #1, sorry, number 90. I had the dollar in my head still. Web of Spider-Man #90. This is the anniversary issue celebrating 30 years of Spider-Man, and you're probably familiar with this book because of Across the Spider-Verse. It got more popular, as well as Amazing Spider-Man 365, because in this book there is an interior gatefold poster of Spider-Man 2099, which the poster was published. The poster in this book was published 1 month before the Amazing Spider-Man 365 issue came out, which was August of 1992, which has that preview of Spider-Man 2099. Now, ever since across Miguel O'Hara or Spider-Man 2099 appeared first in the Across the Spider-Verse movie as the main antagonist. I wouldn't necessarily call him the villain in the movie. He's more of the antagonist. But ever since he appeared and did such a hit in that movie, the discourse around the first appearance of Spider-Man 2099 kind of heated up again. First appearance discourse is always funny to me. You never know, like, what is a first appearance, really? Like, is it the first appearance in the comic? Some people have first appearances in their magazines. So do you separate the first appearance in the comic versus the first appearance in like a magazine or a preview? And then like the preview has Spider-Man 2099. It's a preview. in Amazing Spider-Man 365, which I had that issue as well. I got it signed at Tidewater Comic Con, which I'll put a link to that video as well. The Tidewater Comic Con video that was a couple weeks ago. But that one I got signed, and this one has a poster, like I said, which this issue was published a month before the 365 preview. So who knows what the first appearance is? But I'll open it up to show y'all the poster. It's like a gatefold, so it opens up like a gate. That's why they call them gatefolds. And oh wait, oh okay, I didn't see this. I was wondering why the book looks so cloudy. I thought it was just the bag and board. Maybe it was an older bag and board. But actually, I didn't see this. The book is in the original poly bag from from when it came out. So that would have been in what, 92, right? Yeah. Um so yeah, it's in the original poly bag. The poly bag is not opened. Wow. That's yeah, so maybe I won't show y'all the poster. I'll put a picture of the poster up on the screen so y'all can see it. It's a gatefold, so like I said, it opens up. And it has Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2099 on there. So that is he appears on this poster, but he's not actually in the story in any of the stories in this book. Yeah. But yeah, this is a really good get for $1. In general, Web of Spider-Man 90 goes for like around $10, just by itself. But in the poly bag, untouched, I might see what this issue goes for graded and maybe get it cleaned and pressed and then graded, because if it's untouched still in the poly bag, it looks like it's in really good condition. I got to check for spine ticks and whatnot. But yeah, it looks like it's in really great condition, and it's been in the poly bag since '92. So that was before I was born. It's been sitting in that bag snug. So yeah, I might get that one graded, depending on what the value of the 9.8 is graded, because that could be a 9.8 potential after it gets cleaned and pressed. But this next one, so yeah, that was a really great get for $1. I already thought it was a good get for $1, but for it to be in the poly bag still, I didn't notice that. I thought it was just the bag and board was older, so older bag and boards, sometimes the comic is cloudy. I didn't see it was in the poly bag when I did the auction for it online. But this next one is another one that you could debate the first appearance of. This is The Lion King #1. I really like this cover. It's got Simba and Nala, um and then Scar up there in the background, the silhouette of Scar who's black and white, and then only his eye is colored. I really love the design of this cover. And this is Disney's The Lion King #1. Now, Key Collector doesn't list this as a key, but Key Collector doesn't have any like Lion King keys on there. I looked, and from the limited research that I've done, this book would technically be the first appearance of the Lion King and Lion King related characters in comics. It came out in 1994, I believe, right after the movie, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a one-to-one adaptation of the movie. So all the Lion King characters, this book would be the first appearance. Now I opened this up and checked; it's the second appearance of this book. So yes, the second appearance, or the second printing. Sorry, not second appearance. This is the second printing. So it's not the first printing, but the second printing is on very limited on the CGC census. I checked on the CGC census. There's only 14 of the second printing on the CGC census, and only 4 of them are 9/8. And like that other one, this one's in great condition. Her father, whoever had these books, I think it was her father, kept these books in great condition. So yeah, this is I don't know if I will slab that one. I don't know that the value of that one is very high, but it's a great looking book nonetheless. And then the last books that I got from the eBay package is a lot And these were all, oh, by the way, that Lion King book was $1.25, and these were all $1, not each. It was $1 for the lot of five, so for the whole miniseries. This is the limited series of Robin from 1991. And there's only two keys in this series, which is this first one. Number one is the first appearance of Lynx, who is the second in command of King Snake, who has his first appearance in number two, which this is the first appearance of King Snake, who's just basically a minor Batman-related villain, not very well known. But I do like the covers in this series. I like this one. This particular is probably my favorite. And then this last one here, that's King Snake there, and that was Lynx on the other cover, on the one that I said I liked a lot. So yeah, this is that one. So this is, where's number one at? There we go. So yeah, so the lot of five was $1 for all of them. So a great deal, even though there's not a ton of keys. Just cool to have that limited series, and you never know, maybe we'll see King Snake. And I could see them putting King Snake or Lynx in the Harley Quinn animated show, or maybe one of the animated shows that James Gunn's doing in the DCU. So you never know. Or maybe even Adventure. Well, maybe not Adventures with Superman because he's more of a Batman character, unless they brought Robin into it, which I don't think they're planning on. But yeah, that is all the books that I got from the eBay package. The next lot of books I have here is from Catman Comics on Whatnot, and it was $20 for the lot. There's 10 books in this lot, so obviously, if you do the math, that's easy math that even I can do. That comes out to $2 a book, and these are all Uncanny X-Men issues, which I have when I buy books on Whatnot or online. I have a document that I document all of the series that I'm going through collecting. So I have a document, a Google Doc, for all the Uncanny X-Men issues that I have. And when I buy one online, I'll put pending. So all these I had pending on the document. Now I can finally mark them as I have them cataloged once I get them bagged and boarded and put in the Uncanny X-Men box back there. But yeah, so these were all pending for months and months and months. I've had these sitting for a while. But yeah, so this is Uncanny X-Men 263. And the reason I put them pending is because when I go out and look for more issues in the Uncanny X-Men series that I need, I know that I already have them. I just haven't bagged and boarded them and put them in my collection, but they're sitting somewhere in a package, so I don't rebuy the books. But this is, yeah, 263, and this is not a key. It is just a run filler. Then we have 273, which is a key. It's a little minor key. It's the first battle of Wolverine and Gambit. That's an interesting one there. Then we have, I love this cover. This is one of my favorite of the Chris Claremont era covers of Uncanny X-Men. This is 274. It's not a key, but it is a run filler. But I love this cover. It's one of my favorites. Just because of, like, this is such a 90s cover. Like, look at it. And then we have 276, which is not a key either. And then we have 278, which is not a key either. We have 279, which is also not a key. I think that one, no, I think there's one more key, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe that one was the first one. The other one was the only key. This is another great cover, and it's one that I think we could see recreated. This is 280. I can't remember if in the original series they recreated this moment or not when he died. It's not coming to my head, but maybe if they haven't already, maybe we could see them recreate this in X-Men '97. But it's another great cover, and that one's not a key either. Then we have 281. This is the other key. 281 is the first appearance of Trevor Fitzroy, who is a minor X-Men villain. He's usually tied to Bishop because he's from the same dystopian future as Bishop, and he has similar powers. So that's just a minor key there, 281. Then we have 284, which is, this one is actually also a key. It's the second appearance of Bishop. You can see him down in the corner there. The second appearance of Bishop. I already have the first appearance of Bishop. So this is the second appearance of Bishop. And then we have this still has a sticky note on it. Then we have this is also a key. It is 285, which is the first appearance of Mikhail Rasputin, who is, if you are familiar with the X-Men, he is the brother of Colossus and Magic. Now, at the end, an interesting note. At the end of the last episode of X-Men '97 season one, we saw that board that Forge was looking at after all the events of the last episode happened. Forge was looking at a board of mutants and X-Men that were either deceased or missing or still alive, or their whereabouts were unknown. And on that board, we saw Colossus and Magic, and they were both not marked as anything, so they were both cleared. So if Forge is building a team, it's very possible that we could see Colossus and Magic on that team for season two. We also saw Magic in a little cameo, and I think Colossus as well. I know for sure Magic. Morph, they turned into Magic for one of the fights, and they might have turned into Colossus as well. I can't remember, but I definitely remember Magic, Ilya Rasputin, and so Mikhail Rasputin is their sibling, their brother. So if we see Colossus and Magic on the team, which it would seem like they're hinting at that on the new team for season two, Forge's new team, it's very possible that we could get Mikhail at some point, which would be pretty cool to see all three of them, showing up. But that is all the books that I got in that lot from Catman Comics on Whatnot. And the final package I have for today's mail call was from King of the Golden State on Whatnot. Make sure you give him a follow. He always has great books for really great prices. These were all $3 a book, with then various shipping charges that Whatnot has, but $3 in the auction, and $3 for Uncanny X-Men is a great deal. Anytime you can get that, you hop on that no matter the condition of the books. His Uncanny X-Men just goes up and up, especially after X-Men '97. But this, which these actually, of course, I got way before X-Men '97 came out. But this first one is um, X-Men, Uncanny X-Men 188. This is the first cameo appearance of the Adversary, who is a Native American trickster god. And obviously, we saw the Adversary in X-Men '97, although they looked very different than they did in this first appearance here. But I actually liked the change that they made, and I did like how they integrated that with Life Death, their telling of Life Death as well. I thought it was really interesting. This next one is 189, Uncanny X-Men 189. This is not a key, it is a run filler. Then we have another run filler, number 220. And again, all these were $3 each. Then we have 223, which is also a run filler. It's a cool cover, though. Then we have 225, which is also a run filler. Then we have 230. Oh, 230, which is also a run filler. We have, I like this cover a lot. Y'all know I like floating heads. This is 253, which it was only really only one floating head, and then everybody else on the corners there. But this is 253. This is the issue where Storm appears de-aged into a young girl. So a little minor key there. Then we have 259, which is not a key, just some run filler. Then we have 260, which is again not a key, but some run filler. And I like this cover as well. Oh, if we can get back into focus. Hold on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I like that cover as well. And then we have 261, which is a minor key. Now, I'm not as familiar with this team. It's the first team appearance of Hardcase and the Harriers, which is Piston, Time Bomb, Blindside, Shotgun, Lifeline, Warhawk, Rainbow, and Battle Axe. I'm not as familiar with that team, so I can't tell you much about that. But and then we have two rounded out with 277. Not a key, just some run filler, but another cool cover with Gambit and Wolverine fighting there on the cover. So that is all the books that I got in that lot from King of the Golden State on Whatnot. And that is going to do it for today's very belated mail call. A lot of cool books in this mail call, especially the Web of Spider-Man 90. I thought it was just the book, but it turned out to be, the polybagged, unopened polybag version of the book, and it's in really great condition. So that was a cool get, especially for $1, and all the other books as well. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of today's haul and the books that I got, and if you've picked up anything in your perusing online, either on eBay or Whatnot. Make sure you shoot me a follow on Whatnot and on my socials on Instagram and Twitter, as I will be posting the final date for the Whatnot sale later this week, as well as any updates on it if anything should happen or come up, any extenuating circumstances that might come up that might make me have to push that. I will post those on my socials as well, so make sure you follow me on the socials and use that link down in the description to save $10 off for the upcoming show if it's your first time signing up. And of course, as always, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for more comic book and pop culture talk, and I will see y'all another day.